Okay, we should be live. Is my guess. Let it propagate throughout the internet. Hey, everybody who happens to be listening. Chad's back.
Yay.
And yeah, we're talking about the HQ20 tonight, the 20th anniversary of geocaching event happening over the past weekend. If you were there, give us a call, 808 468 7924. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. We've got the good, the bad, and the ugly tonight, talking about the event and everything surrounding. So if you didn't go, you'll hear a lot about it tonight. If you did go and you have an opinion on something, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. And welcome back, Chad. It's been a few weeks. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Been
been
a while.
funny story. Actually, I'll tell it on. Oh wait. Yeah. So we're gonna start in about 1 minute, guys. So, oh, there's the alarm.
I think we're all sleeping.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. Okay, Chad, are you ready, sir?
Sure.
Jesse, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. All right, give me a second here. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. Come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday at 8:30. It means it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name's Scott Burks. We have Short End. It's over in the next room.
Hello.
And please welcome back, I guess, to my virtual left, my other co-host, Jazz427.
Howdy, y'all. It's been a long 2 weeks.
Sure has, Chad. And today we're going to talk about it. Tonight's episode is 731, recorded live on August 24th, 2022. That's the post-GC20th event, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Phone lines are now open, so give us a call, 808-468-7924. That's 808-GOT-SWAG. And if you're an international caller and you're awake, you can call us at free via the web, callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. Hey, Chad.
Howdy.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing no bueno.
Oh, no, boy.
Oh no, boy, no.
Chad, what happened, dude? No, boy.
My pets tried to greet me after I got home,
Yeah.
and my cat effectively tripped me because I didn't want to step on the cat, and I went down hard and broke 2 fingers and dislocated the pinky. And so a half hour after I was home, I was in the ER. So that was yesterday.
Your cat beat you up. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Cat beat me up. So yeah.
He said, "Don't ever leave us for 2 weeks again."
And even
Exactly.
Wow. Chad.
She said, "You're no bueno."
Are you in pain?
I'm in pain right now because I decided not to take my next happy pill, and so I could be cognizant during the show.
Loopy Chad might have been fun though.
It could have been.
We appreciate that, Chad. Thank you so much. So yes, welcome back, Chad. It's been a long 2 weeks without you. And before we get started, we got to talk about Patreon, Chad.
Oh yeah.
Guys, it costs a lot of money to make the show work. We could really use your help. There's 2 ways you can help us out. You can go to make a one-time payment. You go to PayPal. That's PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. Or, Chad, become a patron of this catastrophe.
Sorry, I had to laugh at the catastrophe. Catastrophe.
Yo, Chad, what do patrons get? The extra audio, extra video, only available to our patron members. Chad, I took so much video over the past weekend.
Did.
Oh my goodness, we got so much good stuff to show you patrons. So much good stuff coming your way.
I didn't take much video, but I took so I had video taking of what caused my voice to be kind of froggy right now.
You sound a lot better than you did last time I saw you.
Yeah, but Yeah, I screamed my lungs out at this gadget cache. That basically the theory is that you ever watch Monsters Inc. and you know how they scare, they're pulling the energy of the scare from the kids into it. That's how they're getting their energy.
Yeah.
Well, thus they're basically they're pulling the energy from your scream, and you got to it captures it before it unlocks the door. And well, you got to scream for a good long time. And I did it twice. And so the first time is like, yeah, it's fun to do. And the second time, it's like, okay, so let's record you doing it. It's like, oh, okay. And I was like, at the end of it, I couldn't talk.
Yeah. When I
Yeah.
saw you, you couldn't talk. You could barely talk.
Yeah.
I see you on Saturday, I think. You could barely
Yeah,
talk.
Saturday.
All right. So extra audio, extra video only available to our Patreon members. We got buttons and stickers and pins, and we got nothing right now because we are absolutely out of everything. We gave away everything we had at the event. So I have to order a ton more swag. But it was worth it. We loved meeting all of you. We'll get to. So buttons and stickers and swags and pins and patron only shows and the infamous end of the year giveaway. Well, we just give away free stuff to all our patrons. It's one of our patron favorite show. So you want to become a patron? Oh, sure. Sorry, go.
So Tyrone Shoelaces had a question. I was like,
Yes.
by Bounce, right? It was that Bounce's event, but that gadget cache was actually built by Goblin Dust. So a number of the items there at that event, if you happen to be at that gadget event, were actually built by Goblin Dust.
Thank you, Chad.
Hmm?
So you want to become a patron? You can. You go to patreon.com. Oh, man. Before I do that, though, we got to talk about the newest patrons we got. Jay Mueller out of Australia, knuckled up. Gold star, Chad. Gold star. Knuckled up. We've got Master Sergeant USMC back in the patron ranks.
Awesome.
While he's back. He's a platinum. Chad Platinum. We love them the most. The platinum members. Well done, sir. We appreciate it. So you want to become like our good friends? You just go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
That was fast, Chad. You got to be somewhere.
No.
I've never heard you speak that fast. I'm gonna see if I can go faster. Because it also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork at the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cash than do cash maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. LOGWERK.com.
I'm not racing.
Okay.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com. That's ftfgeocacher.com.
Maybe the hydrocodone makes me talk a little bit faster.
E.D. Gonzalez over there.
Yeah, that's right.
Never heard you talk so fast.
And by the Maxud's Body Company. Maxud's Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Bee Gun soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Maxud's Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and can't find it, then you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
Keep going, Chad. Come on.
She had
on.
the
Are we
two.
at pattags.com?
Yeah, you're at Pattags.
Sorry, I lost track. And by pattags.com. For all your swag and pat tag needs, visit our website to get creative help to trade or log tags or to purchase your own personalized pat tags with over 44,000 tags to collect. Pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's pattags.com.
Like a record.
Was that fast enough?
Got you on 48 speed, man. What's
That's right.
72?
72. That 48 running on 72.
Okay. And by Geocaching Adventures and by Geocaching Adventures LLC. Geocaching Adventures is a full-service travel agency specializing in creating the ultimate worldwide geocaching adventure for cachers and non-cachers alike. What could be better than having your geocaching bucket list vacation all planned and led by a traveling expert? Learn more by visiting them at geocachingadventuresllc.com. That's geocachingadventuresllc.com.
And finally, by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting us at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-geo.com.
And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
in our show notes, Chad.
That's right.
All right, we got no news and we got no email. We're going straight to the show.
Awesome.
Chad, I'm going to give you a few minutes. You talk about, because the show was about the GC20, but we can't talk about that and not talk about the actual Woodstock the week prior. So you were there. So I'm going to give you this, and you haven't been on the show for a couple weeks. So I'm going to give you this time. Tell us a little bit about Geo Woodstock. How was it?
Geo Woodstock, as usual, it was a great event. Had a great time there, both caching, meeting cachers, meeting listeners of a show. Picked up another Geotour Coin, so the Abbotsford Geotour did that. Lots of labs to do, lots of caches to hit. So we had a great time running into listeners of the show, both those who we know and love from who participate in the live show, and lots more that listen every week via MP3 because they can't make the live show for one reason or another, or they just prefer to listen to it on the radio or on the MP3 while they're driving back and forth to work. Lots of lockies, lots of my favorite lockies. Jeff, Rock Chalk, Annie, Love, Brian, probably got 15 or more lucky tags. I love lucky tags. So had a great time there, and they started also doing, for those who don't have lucky tags and stuff, they started doing how they got the going caching cards. Well, they started doing the cards and stuff for them, so it's a low cost alternative for them. So picked up a few of those. I don't have all my stuff here, but I know, shout out to Neltra for the Mr. Pickle proxy, even though I think we got another story to go with that. And I think it was Boomer that gave me the Canadian flag. So Neltra and Boomer together got a Kiwi from a Kiwi. What else? Lots of stuff our fans giving us. So, yep. Got. But did you get these?
No, I didn't.
No. Logworks.
Logworks. I got some more stuff from Logworks I'm not showing.
Chad
but
stuff.
Those are going to be for the end of the year giveaways.
Sweet.
Yeah, you gotta mail me something for a change. How about that?
Yeah, well, I'll put it in so I get to hold them up and say, here,
Oh, okay.
and I'll mail them out.
Okay.
I think I'm going to. So I picked up the headquarters package coin plus set of other stuff because there was a few items that I wanted into it, but I had the headquarters coin, Geocoin that came with it. So I think I'm going to donate that to the show for the end of the year,
Nice.
and as a gift to our listeners, our patrons. So GSM ×2 also had this nice neat little dandy
You gotta explain what it is.
clipboard.
Listen, what is it?
So it is a clipboard that holds a the small flip notepads,
Yes.
A memo pad.
a memo pad. So that holds that, and it's like, oh wow, that's something that I need. So I tracked him down. It's like I made sure that I saw GSM ×2 because it's like that's something me please.
I threw an elbow at him. He didn't see me coming. Didn't see me coming at all. Gave him a good elbow.
And then we had, so I'll talk a bit more about our patrons and stuff as we go into the headquarters event, because the vast majority of them that I saw up in Abbotsford I saw again down in headquarters event. So
okay, good. I'm glad you had fun. So you had a good time.
I had a great time.
Good. Except when you came home. Then you came home.
Yeah, I had to come home and my cat tried to kill me.
Yeah, cats. All right, so Jess and Chad.
Yeah.
Although, guys, you gotta apologize. I'm apologizing not for Chad. Chad did not do his good, bad, and ugly list because obviously he's one-handed. And it's not even the good hand; it's his bad hand. So he's going to tack on to ours, or he can add to ours once as we talk. Chad, you cool with that?
That's great.
Okay, Jesse, we got good,
Yeah.
we got bad, we got ugly. What do you want to start with?
Well, first, I just want to say that I did hear people at the 20th talking about Geo Woodstock, saying that it was one of the most well-run events that they'd been to for a while. So I wish that we had been there, but we have to give those organizers some kudos because they did get a lot of compliments. So.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay. So we want to. You go ahead. Why don't you start?
What do you want to start with? You tell me. I'll start. What do you want to start with? Good, bad, or ugly?
Well, I mean, let's go from the smallest list to the biggest.
Well, that's the ugly.
Exactly.
All right, we're going ugly first. Guys, you want to share the wealth, you can give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808 got swag. Let's hear your good, bad, and uglies. Here we go. So my ugly, okay, simple, Seattle graffiti. Now, I love Seattle. I fell in love with the city. I'm not going to lie about that. Me and Jesse had conversations about Seattle, where we could wind up. And when we first got there, I was shocked by the amount of graffiti, and I'm from Chicago. Shocked by the amount of graffiti that was all over the town, all over the city, just on everything. I mean, remember, Jess? I mean, it was on the scooters. It was on everything.
It was on everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Now, I mean, let's be fair here. That's not reflective of geocaching or of the event whatsoever. It was just, our experience going to the event. And I agree with Scott. I mean, we're from Chicago. There's a lot of graffiti and, litter and that kind of thing here. But for some reason, it was just like shocking to see the amount of graffiti on the street signs, the highway signs,
everything.
I mean, anything and everything was tagged, and the litter as well along all of the highways, and just like we need to organize a giant CETO for all of Seattle and just pick up all of the litter.
That being said, I love the city. I loved it.
Absolutely. And by the time we left, I was sort of blinded to it.
Yeah, Jesse said, is that a deal breaker for you? And I said, no, it's not. It really isn't. In terms of moving there someday, or something along those lines. I said,
moving to that area.
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker.
Right.
It was just a shock. Really,
I was not expecting that at all.
I didn't expect that either. Yeah. So that, to me, that was ugly to me. Like that really gave us the initial sour taste in my mouth. Just that initial, first getting there and seeing all of that. It kind of left a bad taste. But like I said, what she said, I got over it. I looked past it. Chad, you agree? Disagree?
So this was my 4th trip there, so the graffiti I kind of expected. What I did not expect and had not seen before was the amount of homelessness. And the some of the stretches of areas that were just 40-plus-year-old RVs and tents and stuff of homeless people, and living in California, I can't really say much about it because there's stretches here that you see the same thing, but I hadn't expected to see that in Seattle.
Yeah, and I did, just because I know a lot of those West Coast cities, Seattle, Portland, San Diego, have that's a big issue there.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
that didn't surprise me.
Yes, and one thing Jess and I were talking about was, is this because of what happened with Trump when Seattle became its own city, so to speak? I can't remember what it was called, but remember, Chad, Seattle for a
Yeah.
while did that. They had their own little ecosystem, so to speak.
Yeah,
I wonder if that helped. If that,
I think that increased the amount of homeless. So my observation is the amount of homelessness and stuff tended to increase during that era here in California. So I would not be surprised if that happened in Seattle as well, especially while the writing and not necessarily writing the a lot of protests and stuff going on and stuff, and who knows.
Here, Sulveson's Ridge says that was barely an issue 5 years ago there. The anti-police movement really got that city falling apart. Yeah.
Okay.
That surprised me. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Jess, what about
interesting.
you? What about you, Jess?
Well, I mean, you had graffiti on your list. That would have been on mine. So the only other thing I could come up with for my ugly list was realizing how out of shape I'm in. Some of the caches that we went to find were, up little hills. And
Did you do GCD?
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That was just a little time.
That's the one major tester
Yeah.
there in the Seattle area.
Oh, we did that after we did 16, 12, and 17.
Right.
Right. Yeah, we did that day. We did that day too. We did 17, 12, and 16 the day before. And then the next day we went and did GCD.
Okay. I haven't done 16, so I don't know what that's like.
It was uphill both ways.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's what I decided. I hiked dozens of miles this weekend uphill both ways.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just had a laugh. We knew going into it, like, we're just going to take it slow. We're not used to the elevation. We're not used to the terrain. Obviously,
Right.
We're flatlanders from the Midwest. And so we said, we're going to just go at our own pace, and the locals are just flying by us with their dogs and their, just chatting away and just walking right by us. Like,
what's really
Yep.
fun is when you get one who's jogging by you and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, we are definitely flatlanders. There's no doubt about that. We did the 6 miles for Abe. I could do that standing on my head. That was nothing. That's flat. I
Right.
could do that. But you go, a mile and a half, with 1,000-foot elevation change, and it's kicking my butt.
Right.
It was tough. It was tough. Chad, anything else for the ugly for you?
No.
Okay. Go into the bad. Jess, you start bad. Go ahead. I'll give you the first crack.
My bad. I was disappointed that the Fremont Library was closed due to a staff shortage over the weekend. On
Air quote staff shortage?
Right, that's air quote staff shortage. Who knows? Their regular hours are that they're closed on Friday anyway. So Friday was the day that we spent in Fremont doing all of the caches for the Geotour. Now, I do have on my good list, spoiler alert, I do have on my good list that the official Geotour was reduced down to just 6 caches. because some of them are already archived
Mhm.
or they were unavailable for the event. And one of those was the library. So they closed the library on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they reopened Monday at 1:00. So timing wise just didn't work out for us to actually go and do that cache. So I was disappointed by that, but I understand.
Did you buy one of these?
Of course. I did get the souvenir because let's see, let me find it. There we go. There's the HQ Geotour coin. Yes, I did buy that. Because technically I did complete it. It is, like I said, they reduced the number down to only 6. So, and I know other people who did it years ago did many more than that. I think, what was it, to start with 15 or something,
it was
right?
Still like
12.
15, and I did it when it came out, the year that it came out, and they weren't giving out coins then for doing it. So I was like, oh, I can get a coin for it now. So I was like, I bought it.
I think you could buy the coin on in the store. Isn't that what we heard?
So I think
I don't think so.
it's I think it's only at their
I'm in the store right now.
At their on-site store, not online store.
Oh, okay.
Right, but they were selling it at the event.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and snag that up because I did the Geotour,
sure,
a decade ago or whenever it came out.
Sure. Okay. Continuing on mine bad. Following along that same line, HQ now allowing us to get shirts or the gold tri coin. They didn't have shirts for sale. They didn't have the gold trifecta coin for sale. I did get a trifecta coin because I did the trifecta. There you go. Spoiler alert there. Did get the coin, but I got the one I could buy in the store right now. I didn't get the gold one.
Right. I wanted the gold one too, and I actually slipped someone money to pick it up for me in the line. And they brought that back, and I was like,
oh,
I was like, that's not gold. And I had Scott and Jesse open theirs. It's like, oh, theirs isn't gold either. and then, but luckily, Ryan Simmels came to save the day, and he said, I'll buy it from you. So, because I guess he needed it, and
there you go. And they did sell out. They did sell out of them.
They did sell out.
Yeah. And it wasn't long after I had bought that one that they sold out. So
yeah,
because I walked back over there and it was like X through it.
So I couldn't understand why they weren't selling the shirts or the gold. And we had Jesse and I had a conversation about it. And yeah, I understand, like, there was so many people running through. But that being said, they could have pre-registered people. The people who were registered, they could have pre-registered for them and had them actually, had a bag ready to go for them. Or how about this? How about throw an orphan page on the site of people who actually they know registered for this and give us a link to online. I'll pay for the shipping. I have no problem with that.
Right.
I'll pay for shipping to get that shirt. I'm never going to get that shirt. I'm never going back there. I'll never get a HQ shirt that I wanted, because even though I was there, So yeah, so that's kind of frustrating. To me, that's bad that you didn't even have the option, or give me an option, on an orphan page on your website, or even pre-order it.
Pre-buy it like we did with the other add-on stuff.
Right. Well, we did with the add-on.
Like we did with this stuff.
Yeah. So that was kind of frustrating. That to me, that definitely goes in the bad column.
Yeah. For many, many people, that was their one and only chance, probably, to ever get that
out of the country
exclusive. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it would have been, I don't know. It probably would have been pretty simple for them to do pre-orders for it, but I get it. I totally understand.
Oh, I get it, but it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Jess.
Okay, the bad. We're still on the bad, right?
On the bad.
We did not bring enough swag.
No, we didn't.
No.
How did we burn through that swag? Wow.
We burned through it. We totally underestimated how much we should bring. Now, I mean, we had to lug this stuff there, so we brought the right amount for that, but it went quickly.
Yeah, I burnt through. So I brought all my path tags. I thought I burnt through every single one, but then I found one of those wire rings of about 7 or 8 of them down there, and I actually told Gia Lucky I forget the full lucky name, Gia something or other, that I would mail her my path tag for her lucky coin. and lucky tag, and so she gave me her lucky tag, and then I happened to the next day be going to the event and another event, and she happened to be there, and it's like I found this ring right here of a few path tags, so I actually have 6 path tags left to my name. I need to reorder. But I was able to give her one instead of having to send it in. But,
yeah, it was. We burned through. I mean, I couldn't make the bags of swag fast enough at the table. You know, guys, because we had a table, I couldn't make it fast enough. People were grabbing. You know,
right.
But it was that's good. You know, so yeah, we did not definitely. And what's funny is I had to bring an extra bag. I literally just brought a bag of swag. That's what I did. I literally brought a bag of swag. You know.
Mhm.
Because so I had 2 bags. I was with 2 bags out of our group, and I went through it all just about. And what's sad is I did the same thing as you, Chet. I told many listeners I met, like, hey, you got my path tag. If you shoot me an email at thegeocachingpodcast@gmail.com, remind me who you are, remind me you met me, just give me your address. I'll shoot you a path tag. You earned it. You know, like because my rule is you got to meet me. You know, and you met me, and I happened to be out of path tag, so yeah, just shoot me an email, you get it. You know, so.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I get that. Yeah, we did not bring enough swag. Sorry, guys. Apologies. Anybody who didn't get anything. Yeah. My turn, Jess. How about the bad not breaking the record? Chad, how about that?
Oh.
Not breaking the really?
Well, I still share in the record from the previous one because after we talked about it and the date came up, it's like I looked on my timeline there. It's like, yep, I found a couple caches that day.
Yeah. I just can't believe we didn't break the record.
Yeah, it's surprising, and I wonder if it has. So I don't think they counted events. So I know me personally, I was only logging events while I was there, except for that day I did actually log another cache, and it's like I don't know because I didn't know if they were only logging events or not. But there was a Nemesis cache. Actually, I won't go into any details, but because I'll bring that up in the good part. But I did log one other cache on that day and got the souvenir out of it.
Yeah, obviously they were because like they didn't make a attempt, you know, thing. They just made like we got it. I mean, how do you know? I mean, they set it up so it would have been a softball. I mean, you know, like,
should have been.
Have it on the day of the 20th. Then, like, are you really?
So a couple things. It did include events, Chad. So it was caches, logging caches, events, or adventures. Now, but that being said, I do just want to point out, I'm wondering if they made the call too soon, because the original. I'm trying to find the blog with the original blog post about it, because I could have sworn that it said that they would tally it up on Wednesday. So that would be today.
Okay.
And they didn't. It was Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we got that email. Yeah.
When they sent that email out saying that they were 14,000 short.
Okay. So they were including a couple more days worth of potential late loggers.
I mean, I'm thinking
14,000 late loggers, you think?
Who knows? I think it would have been a lot closer. I'm not saying we would have broken it, but I do think it probably would have been closer. I
still have 10 people yet to log my event based upon the number of stamps and signatures. So
yeah, I found that very interesting.
So there's a percentage of people that don't get around to it until a later date and time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jess, any more bads for you?
Wait, I'm still trying to find the blog post. Wait, I found it. When will we know? We won't know until the Wednesday following the event. But we'll
Well-
be sure to share the results of our record-setting attempt on our social media channels soon after we know them.
Mhm.
So I'm just wondering if, people were thinking they had another day. One last thing on my bad list, and again, it's not related to the event. There's nothing they can do about it, but I just wasn't expecting the amount of standstill traffic on the 5 in Seattle. That was
Use Google navigation.
We
I
did.
will
Well, we did.
I will subtly on the I-5.
Well, no, we used Waze.
Yeah. Check your souvenirs. You may be surprised.
I
No, I know.
was I was just gonna say we did get the souvenir anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was going like, up and around it and stuff, and it was like one person following me is like, it's like, where was it navigating you? That was a crazy route, and it's like, that's Google getting me through traffic is what it was. Yeah.
Oh, they actually. Oh, that's so funny. They actually named it the world record attempt. I didn't realize that. It says world record attempt in here, but when you go here, it says world record. Oh,
We can't see your screen.
yeah, it does say world record, but like the smaller screen says world record attempt.
It's funny.
Yeah. I got one more bad, and that's hiking 2 mountains in 2 days. The hell were we thinking? What the hell?
No, that's good.
No. And not allowing your body recovery time after the first to actually before you hike the second is my legs are feeling it today. Yeah. But that's not GC's fault. That's me being old and stupid. But yeah, hiking 2 mountains in 2 days when you're a flatlander is not smart. It's bad, is what it is. So that's all I got for my bad. Jesse, you're good. All right, we get to the good, Jess. Now, not all the love.
Chad, do you have any bad to add?
No,
We have lots more good.
lots of good.
My number one good, whoever ordered the weather for the weekend, I mean, it could not have been more perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was expecting cold and rainy, but it was absolutely perfect weather.
Yeah.
I would call it typical August weather for Seattle. So it was good. I've never been there with bad weather during August. And I would say that the weather up in Canada was also great. So it wasn't too hot, etc. I mean, we had some warmer days and that kind of stuff, but overall it was nice, very good weather. I think we had 30 seconds of sprinkling one day, and that was it.
Yeah, it was raining when we landed. That was it. And what we figured out was in the morning the weather was bad. It was overcast and a little chilly, but by 11 o'clock it was gorgeous. Sun was out, beautiful, 80 degrees. Every day it was like that. It was really weird. Every single day it was just started out crappy. We're like, uh-oh, and then by 10, 11 o'clock, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I agree, Jess. Well done. Okay, my good, the HQ20 logo. I loved that logo. Whoever designed that logo, absolutely genius. I love that they put the 2 in the 20 in the 0. Love it. Such a nice touch. Because it works both ways. 2022, 2 years later. I love it. It's such a great logo. So kudos to whoever designed that logo. I'm sure it was a team, but well done from a designer. It's very well done. I love that logo. Very, very good. I thought it was a nice touch. So just Chad, to you.
I loved all the lab caches that they added around the Space Needle. I mean, I planned on doing the lab caches that were already there, but I did so many lab caches. I think we did well over 500 lab caches. I'm not sure exactly what the exact total was, but I thought I was sitting at 285, but I think I was sitting at 285 before I did the highway at 1. A bunch of the highway 1 caches, and I checked this morning. I'm at 909 now.
Wow.
So I think it did well over 500 for sure. I have no idea how many regular caches we actually did, but I think that was based upon the planning and the extras that we hit. That's about another 500 caches.
Hmm.
So, but I need my field notes guru to send me field notes so that I can log everything.
All right, Jess, back to you. Jess, we can't hear you, by the way. If you're talking.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. You're still on mute.
Sorry, I was counting 140. 140. We did 140 lab caches.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Sorry, I was so close to the end. I was like, wait, I'm right
Wait,
here. I
wait,
know I'm
wait.
at the end. 140, including my own. I finally got to do my own
Ah,
adventure at
yeah,
Chicago at
finally got to do
O'Hare.
Oh,
The O'Hare one.
Yeah. Okay, my list number 2. I thought the location of the main event was absolutely perfect. It was ample space for all of the people. There were so many people there, yet it didn't really feel crowded. Even when we were inside in the little pavilion,
mhm.
to me it did not feel crowded. The parking was fantastic. I was really concerned about parking downtown, but the garage was half empty when we got there at 9:30. There was plenty of food. There was even beer there. It was such a great location.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that,
Mhm.
and there's a number of caches that are in and around the area that I have avoided doing specifically because I got to park and pay a hefty amount. But now it's like, okay, I'm parking with a bunch of people, paying a moderate, it's not too bad amount for that many people. Plus, we're spending several hours there. I think we spent about 6 hours there, and we did all the labs. I mean, what were there, like 6 sets of labs there?
Oh, so many. They were everywhere.
There were, but it wasn't. It didn't feel like there were too many. I
Right.
didn't think, and they were spread
Well,
out. I mean,
one of them was just a single question
Yep.
one. One of
Mhm.
them was all frog based right there
Mhm.
by Signal.
Mhm.
And so then they got the spread out ones, and
Mhm.
if you had enough people kind of paying attention, it's like, oh, we're on this one, we're on
Right.
that one,
Mhm.
and they kind of coincided a lot with if you were doing the multi cache
Mhm.
that's around there, kind of coincided with that. So
Mhm.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay. Next for good for me, HOV lanes.
That's a Seattle thing. That's not an event thing. It was great though.
You got-
Yeah,
When you got 3 people,
made,
man. That's the
I
way to
made
go.
use of the HOV lanes, that's for sure.
Yeah. So we don't have that here. We have the express lanes that change direction depending on what time of day it is. So in the morning there's like 3 extra
Mhm.
lanes going into the city, and at night there's 3 extra lanes going out. That's how they deal with traffic here.
Yeah, we
but
don't have those HOV.
we don't have carpool lanes.
Mm.
So
No,
that
so
was
we
really
took
nice.
we took full advantage, and they got us there quicker, man. It was nice. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse, you.
My good. I mean, we already sort of touched on it, but I loved the lackey cards that they did. So a lot of lackeys have their tags, and I did get quite a few of the lackey tags. I'm trying to find one here. I have so many. These small green lackey tags. But then they added the cards, and I absolutely love this concept. And I actually years ago I said, I think we geocachers should have trading cards like a baseball card or something. You have your,
Right.
your rookie card, your first year, and every milestone, make a new card and that kind of thing. And whoever I was talking to said, well, they do have them. You can order them through FTF Magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked, and sure enough, you can order cards through FTF Magazine. And so I thought, okay, somebody else is already doing it. So I didn't do it. And then Go and Caching started doing it. And I think then it really exploded. And so now the lackeys have their set. And I
Right.
just think it's a great addition to the game to try to collect. And of course they're trackable, and I just
Right.
really like them.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. How many did you get? Do you know how many there are?
Well, I mean, how many lackeys are there? 95 altogether or something like that? I only got about 15 maybe. That was it. I didn't get as many as I would have liked.
Chad's got a lot. He's counting.
Chad's counting.
I've got 12 right here, but I know I've got more in my bag that I have not pulled out. It's like there's certain. It's like it's kind of hard to be digging through my bag right now with my hand. So I'm gonna guess I got somewhere in the neighborhood of 20. Not that it's a competition or anything. It's like I wanted to pull out the pickle proxy that Neltra had brought me. And it's down in the bag somewhere. It's not broken. Because I made sure that I put it in a place that it would not get harmed.
The pickle proxy.
But and I know I've got other cards that I stuffed down in there that so I didn't get them messed up. So because I didn't want to get them all bent, and so it's easy to do that. So
okay. Chad, you are good.
Me.
Love, good, love.
Loved. What did I love?
Do you want me to continue on, and you could
meeting more new lackeys that I have not met before. Oh, doing the gadget caches, all the gadget caches by Bounce and Goblin Dust, and we hit a lot of those. And Bounce held an event that was gadget cache focused, where you can go around and do all their do a bunch of the gadget caches that they haven't put out. Plus, there's also in the parking lot. There's a gadget cache there in the parking lot outside the building, which I've basically done before because they had it at a coffee shop in Rome, Georgia, during the last going caching event. So, but each time you play it, it's a little different because they change the ordering of what the words are, and it's an experience to have. I mean, it's fun if you ever seen it. But basically, you got a string of a bunch of different words in there, and you got to put those words in the correct order to make the correct sentence for this. And it will give you hints if you ask for hints or not, and you only get so many hints and so many tries. And if you hit the power button, it not just resets the game, but scrambles the order of what all the words in the saying are. So it's fun.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah.
How about this for a good bumping into Brian Roth going to work when we went to HQ?
Yeah, that was fun. And you thought to get a picture with them, and
I'm smart.
I didn't. And he was like, "Okay, I got to go to work." And he went in, and I was like, "Oh, but no!"
I got his.
So are you outside of HQ?
No, I got his like secret pin.
Yeah,
like,
I did
too. Not the pin he gave away.
Not this one.
No, it's a secret.
I have that one. No, not that one.
We got his secret pin. Yeah.
This one. So we got this one. That's the founder's one.
Right.
And then we got that one.
The actual.
I think I've got that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I thought that was kind of awesome.
That one
That
right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep, that one.
That was kind of awesome. Bumping
And
in.
the and also his card here at Signal Cafe.
Yeah, and his card.
Okay.
That was kind of nice bumping into him. Yeah,
that was very cool.
For a couple minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, it was nice. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Jesse, to you.
Next up for me, I have I already talked about the Geotour only being 6. I did have that on my good list. Meeting so many people, many that I have air quote known for lots of years, and finally got to meet face to face for the very first time.
Oh yeah.
And that was really great.
Agreed. Yes. Yes. It was crazy. It's funny how I mean I know anyway because I see the numbers, but I know we have a handful of people that are in the chat room. I say a handful, 30, 40, 50 people that are in the chat room every week, and who are patrons or email us regularly. But we have thousands who don't.
Right.
It's funny that thousands who don't, and we forget about those people because they don't contact us at all. They just listen every week, and so we got to the event. And we were there and we had the merch table and all these people coming up to us with no idea who they are,
Right.
like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
love your show. Oh my
definitely.
God. Oh my God. Listen to you guys for years. Love your show. I'm
Yeah.
like, thanks. But that's so funny because it's nice to actually to be able to talk to those people and touch base with them and shake their hands and give them swag. And, it's just, it was weird because like all these people you'd never heard of, from all over the
Right.
world. I had a guy from England, Chad. I met a guy from England. Did you see him? He was wearing a geocaching podcast shirt from England. He's been listening since the X-Punk X days.
Wow.
I'm like, holy mackerel, dude. I'm like, do you like remember when I came? He's like, oh yeah, I remember when you came on the show. Like that is crazy. Like he's been listening to that long. Never heard of him. No idea who like
Right. Oh yeah.
just
There are
all
tons like I listen to you all the time and da, da,
Yeah.
da, da, da. It was like I was sitting there talking to a lackey and it's like I recognize your voice, and then looks down at my tag and he goes, oh, you're on the Geocaching podcast.
Yeah.
It's like those are great ones, especially when you got someone the lackey that's a listener. That's one of the extra good feeling there. It's like we know a lot of the lackeys and stuff from just being on a lot of some of them being on our shows, and a lot of them being at some of the megas and stuff that we've been to, and we've become friends over time. But it's nice to hear some of the newer lackeys actually listening to the show and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but just got so many listeners.
So many listeners
came up to us, and it's like, at one point when we were taking the picture, it became overwhelming because when we had the table, it was you had that table there, but when we were in that group of people, and all of a sudden people just started swarming us, and it was like everywhere you turned, it was somebody else. It was a bit overwhelming, but it was amazing. It really, really was. I mean, and like I said, like I was making swag bags, and people were just grabbing them. Just grab. People were saying, "Hey, can I have the coin?" Like the pin, rather, like the good pin.
Right.
People coming up with that, like, "I want the good pin. Have the good pin." And it was amazing. I mean, Jesse met so many people. I mean, Jesse, how many women came up to you?
Oh my gosh,
women listeners.
So many. So many, and it was. I mean, like I love geocaching, but I love like contributing and feeling like this is a community and we're all, we all are helping each other in one way or another. So it meant a lot. So to everyone who came up to us, huge thank you.
Oh yeah.
We really appreciate you letting us know. And, that's why we do this every week. So
yeah, definitely.
It was awesome fun, and everybody was saying, where's Chad? Oh, my dog's a fight. And everyone was saying, where's Chad?
Playing,
Chad? I just met Chad, or so it was nice. We got Chad behind the table for a little while, so he could meet people. But yeah, it was awesome. We got to meet all the people in the chat room and all that. All the names that we all know and love. But it was the people that like we never heard of.
Yeah, lots of people that you see their geo name as like, and you don't recognize them from in the chat room or being a patron and stuff. But then again, tons of the ones that are in the chat room, they are week in, week out, and that are patrons of the show. Are some of our favorites like Tiva, M Nerve,
right,
Merlin, Geo Karen, GSM ×2, Master Sergeant at USMC,
It's the people you
Scorpio
met.
Red, Firefighter Skippy, Neltra, and Boomer.
Yeah, I met all this. Yeah,
You
B
know,
Mars. I met B Mars.
B.
Never met
Mars,
B Mars before.
yeah,
You know, he's
and
cool.
so many more that
You
you know.
sometimes too. Never met him before. You know,
Right.
I gave him a good elbow. Give him a good elbow shot. Yeah, he was shocked by it.
And went caching with Scorpio Red for a
Yeah,
few
so did we.
hours.
Yeah, so did we. Yeah.
Went caching with Firefighter Skippy for a couple of days.
Yes.
So
And we had our event, guys. If you didn't go, you missed our dinner event.
had our dinner
This
event.
dinner event was awesome. It was so
Our-
fun.
Our non-event event.
Our non-event event. Chad, I
and,
talked to a
and
listener.
my community celebration event. I had a
Oh,
bunch,
yeah.
bunch of listeners
Oh,
of the show
God,
to
did you?
that. So I counted up the number of people who signed and stamped the log. It was 75.
Wow.
So and
Nice turnout.
We're at 64 right now who have actually logged it online. So and I know a bunch of those were couples. So
Yeah. No, it was so much fun. Yeah, even that dinner event was awesome. And then getting to go cash with a bunch of listeners too. We went to the Jimi Hendrix memorial as the sun was going down. So it was awesome to meet all of them. And thanks, guys, so much. Everybody who came up, I'm so happy you did. Like I always say, don't be afraid to always absolutely come up and say hello. You know, it was absolutely awesome. So we love meeting you guys. And I love meeting the people I didn't never heard of. Those are the best because those are the ones.
oh yeah.
Just they're listening, you know. So we appreciate it,
Exactly.
guys. Thank you. We really do. That was yours, Jesse. We all leached onto that one.
Yeah.
How about I'm gonna follow up with that. HQ giving us a merch table for free. How awesome was that? No
Yeah.
charge on that merch table, man.
That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What were we in the influencer section?
Yeah, I think they were calling it the influencer table, and they gave people an opportunity to, use that for a short period of time throughout the day. So we reserved it for an hour or so in the morning
Yeah, we got to do it with Land Monkey too.
with Land Monkey.
I never met Jay before in person. So
No,
it's nice
and
too. I've known Jay
I
for
have to
years.
I have to say, Jay is like one of the nicest people.
He is.
So genuinely nice. It was really fun hanging out with him.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We also saw Sarah. I met Sarah in person.
Yeah.
Info fair for the first time. Met Sarah. That was weird. Like,
yeah, we got our picture. We did our picture in front of the 2022 logo. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just it was crazy, But it was nice to sit with Land Monkey and chat because we were both at the table together at the merch table, so it was nice to sit and chat with him for a little bit, just because we've I've known him for 6, 7, 8 years, and I've never met him face to face.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been on podcasts together. I've been on his show, and,
I've been on his show. Been on show with Chris of the Northwest.
Yeah.
But I've met them before.
I've met Chris.
Chris
Right.
before.
Yeah, I met Chris at the Giga.
It was no.
Okay.
There? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there too. And also at a Geo Woodstock. My first Geo Woodstock was it outside of St. Louis in what was it called? Just across the river. What's the name of that town?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was in 2014 or 15. Now I can't remember. Someone will come up with it in the chat room. St. Charles, Missouri.
Charles? Okay.
That's it.
Chad, did people yell Chaz to you all week?
I had a lot of Chazes, a few no buenos. And did you get any no buenos? That's what I heard, because I told several people, like, when you see Scott, yell no bueno.
Yeah, I got a few no buenos. I do, believe it or not, I do have a few pins left.
Yeah, people were asking for no
So,
bueno buttons. People were
if
asking for no bueno pins. Yeah.
So someone asked me, so I've got on my hat, which is in another room, I have the Cody dog and no bueno on my hat. And it's like, what are those about? And so I explained the podcast, and then I said, well, this is a listener of the show and sometimes calls in, and this is an inside joke.
A show inside joke.
Exactly.
From the listeners. Yes. So the no bueno pin. And no bueno shirt in the store right now. The no bueno t-shirt.
Yep.
Ooh, it's in there now.
UrbanTreeCanopy.com.
Urban Tree Canopy. Oh yeah, Chad wasn't here last week. Yeah, Chad, the no bueno shirt is in the store as we speak.
Yeah, I was a little busy to actually go back and listen to the show. I will go back and listen to them, but
What was
it's
he even
just
on? I don't even remember what he was even on. What was that?
Camping.
Oh, look at Joshua, my greatest swag of the event, the No Bueno button. Yeah, I saw Joshua signing books. I went over to wave to him. He's like, I want a No Bueno button. I'm like,
I didn't even see Joshua this
Give me a No
time.
Bueno button.
I saw him for a split second. I waved hi. He was busy signing autographs, and that was it. That was all I
That was
saw him.
it?
So
Oh, I saved him a good pin, one of the good pins.
Yep,
So I was
we-
giving him that. He's like, no, I don't want this. I want the No Bueno button. All right, hold on. Let me get you one.
Mhm.
Sorry. The king has spoken. King Joshua needs a No Bueno button. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I will get it for you with this long line that Cody waited in. Cody Doug's in line for Joshua. I'm like, Cody, you know
just to
him.
say hi.
Cody,
It was
you
so
have to wait
cute.
in line. Just go wave to him. Yeah, that's great. I love it. Cody's like, nah, I got nothing else to do. Yeah. Oh, Joshua signed the books for 6 hours.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So kudos, thank you to Geocaching for giving us the merch table. That was absolutely awesome, and it helped. And we met so many people there, so it was awesome. Thank you all that came up again.
I've got to give a shout out to the Bend, Oregon Geotour Association. They gave me a lipstick sized power bank. And,
Oh, nice.
So they had some nice swag there. If you notice, they weren't like giving it out directly to everyone, but it looks like a great geotour to do in Bend, Oregon.
Bend, yeah,
Nice.
And
it's like last Blockbusters in Bend.
Yes.
all right.
Yeah,
The very last
So-
blockbuster ever.
yeah. Speaking of somebody, I it might have been Tiva. I'm not sure who it was. Tiva 28. Somebody had Joshua's book out and was asking people to sign where their contribution thing was.
Yes,
I love that idea. That was such a great idea.
She asked
Tiva?
me to sign her book, and so I signed it next to with the contribution for
Yep.
Yeah,
my
I love that.
contribution
I
on
did
it. Yep.
too.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, such a great idea. Yeah, so well done on that one. If that was you, Tiva, if not, somebody.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Was it? Okay, yeah, great idea. Such a great idea. Okay, Jesse, back to you.
I have a few more on my good list. There were lots of webcams in the area, which was great.
Yeah.
You know, for us who have never cached that area. I have been to Seattle, but just barely over the border to grab a cache, and then I hightailed it out. So didn't really get to spend a whole lot of time in that area before this trip. So we ended up finding 6 of the webcams in the area, and I know that there
Wow.
were people who did a lot more than that. So I think we had 4 in Washington and 2 in Oregon that we did.
Mhm.
Or 4 and 2.
Yeah.
So I went out and grabbed the 2 on Puget Sound in the
Nice.
Puget Sound area. So I had gotten the Tacoma, all the 3 that are in Seattle area before, and I think there's only one that's in the very far north of Puget Sound area that I haven't gotten. So I picked up a few, but I think there's still one more in the greater Seattle area, and I have not done the Oregon one, so I'll have to get back down there and do those.
We did the one in Portland, and then we did one in Corvallis
Yes. Yeah.
at
It was
the
good.
college there.
We missed one. We missed.
We had our list of places that we wanted to go, and there were only 2 things on our list that we did not go to, and they were our lowest priorities. We knew going into it that if we were going to kick anything off, it was those 2. And one of them was the webcam in, now I can't think of the name of the town, that little Bavarian town up to the northeast of Seattle. I can't think of what it's called. I'll think of it in a minute. So that was one webcam that we didn't do. And then we did not do any of the Cache Across Americas. We were going to try to hightail it down to Waldport.
Way down there.
We did not make it to the coast.
Yeah, ran out of sun.
Yeah. So,
Ran out of daylight.
so
Yep.
yeah, but it was great to find, add so many webcams to our finds.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think Cody
Right.
doubled his number.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Chad, to you. Anything you could think of, or you want to keep bumping off of us?
Go ahead. Keep
Okay.
going.
Okay, well, mine's not going to help you at all. Seattle having rental scooters for us to get Adventure Labs. Was it Seattle we got the scooters, Jess?
Yeah.
Yes. God bless you for having scoots, man. Scooter caching, guys. Scooter caching, I'm going to say it again, is the way to go.
Yep. We scooted all around
Walking is for
Fremont.
suckers. when you're doing Adventure Labs, we flew through those events. We got twice as many done because of it. So
yeah,
kudos to them having
Sweet.
scooters.
they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Jess, what you got?
The update, the very timely update to the official geocaching app that allows you to scan someone's QR code in their app to quickly add them to your friends list.
Yeah, I haven't actually used that, but I should have used that
We did
while I was there.
Did.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did. We played around with that and we added some friends. I added Signal.
Yes,
If
I
you
did
scan
that.
Signal's QR code, you could add Signal as a friend. So I did that. And a bunch of us.
I think Tiva, didn't we scan Tiva?
Yeah, we were. Yep, we all scanned each other's QR codes and made sure that we were friends. And
Yeah.
I'm
so,
already
yeah, I
friends
think
with Tiva.
I was too. I was too,
Sure.
but there were some other. There were a few of us in our group, and so everyone
Okay.
scanned each other to make sure. So yeah, that's a really nice feature.
Yeah,
Makes
that
it
is.
easy.
Well, I got 9 souvenirs on this trip.
I haven't finished logging, so I don't know what my final
9
totals are.
souvenirs. Wow.
I'll have to log to figure it out.
9 souvenirs, not too bad. Yeah, Jess, that was good. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Chad, to you, or when we keep going?
Should we keep going?
Okay. To me, finally finishing the trifecta. I've been talking about it on this podcast for years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking about that probably as long as I've been talking about going to Vegas to do the ET Highway. The trifecta has been on my to-do list forever,
Mm-hmm.
and we finally did it.
Yeah, and I think whenever we go caching, we always have the majority rules
When the
clause.
three of us, go
Right.
cache.
Right. When Scott and Cody and I go cache, we have the majority rules clause that if there's a cache that 2 of us have already found, we skip it. But if only one has found it, we will go to it.
Right.
But we did make an exception to that rule. There were actually 4 of us in the car, and 3 of us had already been to the original stash. Yet we went all the way there.
You're right
Just
there.
for
You're right. You're right there for when you're doing GC12 and GC17. It's not like it. Yeah.
We were very close. Yeah, we were very close. And also as the bonus, while Scott was there actually finding the cache, my aunt and my uncle drove an hour and a half to meet us there. And I had actually been there with my aunt years ago originally, but they drove out an hour and a half to meet us there just to come and say hi for 20 minutes.
And bring us food.
And they brought us yummy empanadas.
A can of beans?
No
can of beans in the
no
bucket?
can of beans. No. So that was a really nice.
So finishing
surprise.
that trifecta was a nice, sweet thing to get that off.
Was great.
Get that off the bucket list. It's done. It's finished. Went through the tunnel. The whole tunnel. We didn't even talk about the tunnel. There's so much to talk about. Just to try and digest. How about that tunnel? Man, that's crazy. That wind.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could literally see your breath outside of the tunnel as your eyes. We turned that corner and it got cold. And then as you got closer, it got colder and colder.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. How that works.
That was really neat.
Yeah.
I've been in train tunnels before, but not any
like
that
this.
have been 2 miles long. But the fact that it was so straight that you could see the light at both ends, that was weird. And it was deceiving because you're thinking, well, the light's right there. We've got to be close. Nope, it's still like a mile and a half away.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It
was very cool.
It was really, really cool. So
Yeah.
it was nice to get to. I mean, I've heard so many stories about it, so it was really nice to finally experience it for ourselves. And I love the fact that it was just really me, Jesse, and Cody. That was it.
Yeah.
We did it on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was gone. I mean, by Tuesday, it was us and people from all over the world. It was like I think we were the only English speakers in HQ by Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even on Monday, it was pretty much at the Ape. It was everybody was from out of the country. There was no. Do we see any Americans there? I think it was everybody from Germany and Austria.
Yeah, I think they were all foreign.
Yeah. So it was nice to get that. We did it. We were alone. There wasn't like 40 people in the tunnel. You know, we had up to ourselves. So
Yeah, it was really cool.
So they turn out the lights and you can't see.
Mhm.
That's
anything
amazing.
from the
Yeah, it
place.
was
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we took cool pictures. You know, played with the light and the shadows and the flashlights, and
Yeah. It was really cool.
took fun pictures.
So finishing that trifecta was pretty sweet. That was a nice one to do. I'm glad I did it. So it's nice to be done. What about you, Chad?
So on the Lab Caches app, they're having the test feature in there, so that if you enable their test software in there, when you click on a lab, it will show up the locations of all the pins for all the labs, or all the locations of that particular lab. You know, I enjoyed that feature. So it made some things a little bit more convenient when you're like, okay, where is it? Also discovering the filtering ability, so that you can filter on labs in progress or labs completed. So you can, or labs not started, so that you can kind of filter some of the stuff out. One of the labs that we're doing, the Gadget Caches Adventure Lab, is partially over in Puget Sound area, partially over in the Seattle area. So it's like, where is this bugger on here? So if you hit the filter, it's like, oh, this is this one over here that we started.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just to you.
My good.
Yeah.
I hit 15,000 finds at some point over the weekend.
Some point.
Congratulations.
We'll call it the event. I don't know. Some point over the weekend.
Sure. Yeah.
Once I finish logging and all that, I'll figure it out.
I should hit 8,000 finds at some point over it.
Nice.
I made
That's
a
awesome.
nice dent into my 21,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And Cody hit 21,000 while we were there.
Cody hit 21,000. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Nice.
there you go, Cody.
I feel like I've been waiting for this 15 for a long time.
Yeah, you've been sitting on 14 for a while. Yeah, you have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So well done. You have any others? I'm out.
I have one more, and it's
One more.
totally not even geocaching related at all.
Yeah.
But it was like it was like the surprise and highlight of like the last 20 minutes of our time in Seattle. We on Tuesday before the airport, we stopped at
Market.
the market at Pike Place Market, and we're wandering through, and I stumbled upon not one but one vendor in the market selling yarn, and then a yarn shop inside the next building over. So that was like the highlight of my trip. And whenever I go to a yarn shop away from home, I always look for something local to that area that I can't get at my yarn shops back home. And so they had a whole table of just local Seattle and Pacific Northwest artists, spinners, dyers, and their yarn. So I kind of splurged, and thanks to Scott and Cody for being patient and sitting in the husband chairs, you know, and waiting for me. I was the quickest in and out in a yarn shop I've ever done, but that was a nice.
No, we didn't. Oh, go ahead, Chad.
One other thing, we had a second to find to a lackey.
Oh no!
I'll see Kelsey. And so, you know, it's like, it popped up and it's just a mile away. Let's go. And we went and we get there and pull it out, and it's like, someone's already found it. And it was a lackey, and apparently she was waiting nearby spying, and she posted her find afterwards, and so, you know, said it like she likes to see the other people come in behind. And then as we're sitting there, a bunch of, I want to say their accent sounded Danish to me. I'm not sure if they were. They were. It was not an American accent, so, but it sounded possibly Danish, and they got effectively third defined.
Third define.
Oh.
Yeah. So one thing we have to talk about, we totally not even on this list, just the gum wall.
Yep.
Chad, listen to this stuff. First of all, Chad, Monday morning we wake up. Okay, no,
Mhm.
I'm lying. No, I'm not. Monday morning we
What
wake up.
day are you
I'm
thinking
trying to
of?
think of Monday. There's a lot of days.
The day.
Monday morning we wake up, Chad. 2 Earth caches go live.
Oh yeah, at the
We're-
other end. At the other end of the tunnel.
2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're going there later. Like we were going. We're like, okay, well, we're not going there till late afternoon, but we never
Yeah.
know. We were third defined?
We were third defined
Third
on
defined.
both of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are going to be pissed off that they who's going back through that tunnel? If you don't have to,
Exactly.
So
It's
yeah,
like, I'm sure I'll go back through it one day, but
yeah. But they waited to the end of everything before they
Before they published.
that was a little naughty.
Yeah, that's a nod right there. So
Yeah.
the gum wall, Chad. Okay,
Mhm.
we're in Pike's Place. We're going there for the gum wall. Well, to see it too, but mainly the gum wall. So we go to the gum wall, and we're looking, and we meet 2 men there. I think from Australia or New
I think they
Zealand?
were from Australia.
Oh, New Zealandish Australian accent.
Mhm.
I'm offending each of those countries, and I apologize. But one of them's been there twice. This was the second time. He was there 10 years before and DNF'd it.
What day was this?
This was
Tuesday
Tuesday
afternoon, early afternoon.
Tuesday early afternoon,
Okay.
late morning, early afternoon. So, and I know we had friends who had found it the day before. Okay, so we're looking. We can't find it. So finally, I make a call to my buddy. I say, where is it? He's like, this is where it is. It's not there, Chad. It's gone. It's gone. So we're frantic because I'm not walking away from this thing. I am not walking away from this gum wall. We spent over an hour there, Jess.
We were there probably a good hour. Yeah, and the 2 guys walked away. They were like, "We'll come back later." So they walked away, and then another couple came
awesome
up.
couple. Yeah.
And so they were looking with us, and we told them the information that we had. We showed them the picture that we saw. Somebody actually had a picture in their log from the day before, showing exactly what it looked like, exactly where it was hidden. That's exactly where our friends said that they found it.
Mhm.
So we're looking everywhere.
So the woman, we're looking for with this couple, we're looking 20, 25 minutes with this couple.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman goes, "What's that on the ground right there? It looks like a log." And she picks it up. It's the log, Chad. She's got the log.
Well, where's the container?
No, I don't care. She's got the log. I could care less where that container is, man. I've been here an hour and a half. I don't care where the container is. She found the log. Yep.
Sweet.
And so we all sign in. And then what was their caching name? I can't remember. They were a full-time RV couple, sweetest couple.
Wait,
I've got their path tag. Yeah,
I have the path tag right here. Is their path tag? Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah,
Is
there's
the
the path tag.
cachers. Yeah, great couple.
Yeah, so huge props to them.
Yeah. So huge props to her. I'm like,
Yeah.
I cannot believe she spotted it because we were looking on the ground as well.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking on the ground, and she, I mean, as Cody said, he's like a strong breeze, and that thing's gone. That thing is gone. So so we had the log, so we signed the log. We put it in a little baggie, put it where it's supposed to be. I put it in my note, my log, saying, hey, the container's gone, but the log still lives. So yeah, the gum wall, Jess, done. I did not want to walk away from that thing. Yeah. So, Chad, where did you find it? Just out of curiosity. I'm sure if it's in this. Oh, we really should. Offline.
Yeah, don't spoil. We'll talk offline.
Offline. I'm curious where you found it.
Yeah, but every other person that we talked to who had just found it over the past couple of days found it in the exact same place, and the log was directly below on the ground.
Yeah, but the cache nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen.
I want to show one of my favorite path tags.
That's Jeff times too.
No,
that's
firefighters.
Skippies. Oh, that's Skippies. Yeah, excuse me. That's Skippies. Yes.
So
Wait, just because everything Chad shows, I have to show too. I gotta find mine.
Prove you also have it.
Uh-huh.
I have it. I just put it all away at lunchtime today. So
I
I
brought
do.
home oh my god, I brought home so many path tags. It's
You,
ridiculous.
you don't
I
have
did.
you don't have a Mr. Pickle proxy.
No, I have a Mr. Pickle.
No, but
Okay, you get.
I
we
you
have
got-
the original
Do you
Mr.
have
Pick.
one of these?
I do have one of those. Yes. Is that just sometimes?
Adventure 66.
That's GSN times 2. I have that one.
So guys, did we tell them as a chat room? Did we tell the Mr. Pickle story last week? Honestly, Jesse and I don't remember. Did we?
I
tell
thought we did, but Chad didn't know about Mr. Pickle's
Chad had no
resurrection.
idea.
No,
so
I had no idea.
I think we
So
did.
so I think we can tell it again.
yeah,
Well,
even
hold
if
on,
we
let me
told
see
it, we'll
Let me
tell
see
it
if we-
again.
Let's see if we told the story. Hold on. They'll tell us if we told the story.
I think a lot of people knew just because of
Well,
the
live show.
Facebook post.
But did we talk about it on the show? Show the side that Scott designed.
Oh, that's on this side.
Pickle Rick. Yeah, did we talk about Pickle Rick? I don't remember if we talked about it or not. There you go. Yeah, that's the coin. That's the coin that I designed. Yeah. Oh, just the video. So we didn't talk about it. Yeah, that's the one that I designed.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, so we didn't talk about it on the show.
Yeah. Okay. So we live streamed this from West Bend, by the way. Okay. So we Jesse and I are at West Bend, and we run into Tyrone Shoelaces. Ran into met Gas Station Tuna, by the way. Love his name. Finally met Gas Station Tuna. Sorry, totally off because I love Tyrone Shoelace's name as well, but Gas Station Tuna's name is awesome. And I met him, and I said, "Dude, great name. That's the best name." So he says to me, so he tells me Jesse a story about how he we gave up on Pickle Rick thinking he was gone, and he actually emailed everybody who found it before us, and he found the person who took Pickle Rick. It was a 12-year-old child who first was his first cache. He didn't know what to do, and so he met up with him and he got Pickle Rick. So we have Chad in my possession. I have Pickle Rick.
Awesome.
And you know what that means, Chad? That means is that we have all 3 of the trackables. We've got them all.
Yes.
All we are waiting on, they all made it to Chicago. They have all made it to Chicago. The only thing we're waiting on is what's his name?
I'm totally blanking on names. I have way too many names in my head right now.
Oh
I'm
my,
so
I'm
sorry.
blanking on his name.
Little Black Dog.
Little Black Dog to finally to
He
actually
needs to catch up on logging.
catch up on. We saw him. We
Oh,
saw
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And,
And
we scolded
And
him.
I scolded him and I told him the only acceptable excuse that I will take for not catching up on logging anything on the Jesse
you broke your
trackable
hand.
is on logging anything on the trackable since June. I think June, May or June was the last time he'd logged anything on it, was if you've been caching this whole time. He goes, I've been caching this whole time. I'm like, really? He said, yes, really. And he told me everywhere he's been. I said, okay, I will accept it. But you got to catch up so we can end this contest.
We are
Right.
waiting on him to end the contest. We have numbers. Are we waiting on Jesse's numbers, right? We're
Yeah.
waiting on Jesse's final numbers.
Right.
Well,
There's one.
I'm going to send you Neltra's proxy
Yeah.
to add to that, and I want to see the coin from the what's the coin from
The Culvers.
the colors
Culvers. Free ice cream scoop.
added to it. So
Mhm.
Yeah, this one called the Culvers. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll drill a hole through the Culvers
Yes.
and add it.
Yes. So, yes. So, Mr. Pickle list, we've got all 3. We'll figure out what to do with them. But yeah, we've got all 3. They all made it back.
We
Chad.
were
All
so shocked. Tyrone Shoelace is going above and beyond.
above and beyond. We totally
definitely.
blew us away. Like, was not expecting Mr. Pickle in any way, shape, or form. I mean, he went away twice. And
Yes, he survives again.
Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, so that is, guys. Anything else, Jesse or Chad, to talk
No.
about this?
No.
Have we touched on everything of the 20 that we wanted to touch on?
Everything that I can think of. I still have to catch up on logging, so I might think of some other things. But I mean, overall, it was such a great event. I had a fantastic time. I I think it was so much fun to meet everybody.
Yeah,
To
absolutely.
my final
Definitely.
words.
And
you
that's
know.
yeah, and that's the
I
thing I
mean,
can't say enough was meeting. It was such great. It was so great to meet everybody who we know and who names we know and names we don't know and the people
Exactly.
who
Mhm.
you know just listen and that's awesome. We loved it.
Mhm.
It was great. You know,
Yeah,
just
and
getting that woman who was like, like who put it on on her Facebook, her bucket list was to meet us and she
yeah,
did, and
yeah.
it's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It just and not only not only like that and like show related, but just as a casher, just the experiences and caching with people that you don't know, but you have so much in common with these people. It's like everybody knows everybody. You're all there for the same reason. We're all celebrating the same thing. So huge props to HQ for hosting such a fantastic event at a fantastic venue, and I look forward to the next
Uh,
one.
I do have one more good.
Okay. Let's hear
I knocked off my 2 nemesis caches from Seattle. That this was my 4th attempt at trying to get
Oh my
them. One is it's a multi cache that is called Needle in the Haystack, which you start out and I'm not gonna. It's a pain in the butt to get the first point. The second point, second waypoint there. Well, the first waypoint's easy.
Oh,
Where
chat going on.
the second one is pain. After that, where it was telling you to do was a basically a homeless camp, or where homeless were camped out there twice, so it was missing. And then this final time I went there. There weren't homeless there, but then I reread the things, and he had did some alterations to the final coordinates. I go there. I spent about 10 minutes looking solo while the other people were trying to find 42, because I had already found 42, which is a puzzle there. And it's like I couldn't find it. So it's like I decided to spread out the hint didn't really work for it. So I decided to spread out my look. I found it 65 feet away.
Mm.
And
Wow.
the other one was the Seattle Cologne exchange cache. So
Like ours? Kind of like ours?
it's kind of like ours. And so the first time I went there, I couldn't get the information in time to go for the final. The next 2 times I was going, I couldn't bushwhack back to where it was. It was so overgrown. Then it got taken over by another cacher after that last time, and so it had been found several times since then. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to make a 4th attempt at it, and we got it. So
Nice.
Do you think they're going to do a 25th? Jess?
no, I think they're going to do a 30th.
Mm-hmm. I think the next one will be 30th.
You
I'll be
think so?
surprised if they do 25.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on, we got one more. This is actually firefighter Skippy mentioned this in the chat room, and this is something that I had mentioned while we were there, and I was like, I gotta remember to add this to my good list, and I completely forgot. And
What?
that is how quick and easy the pre-order package pickup was
Oh yeah.
at the event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Quick.
so quick,
Yeah.
so easy. And not only the pre-order stuff, but the way that they ran the store. They had a laminated card that had a picture and the price of all of the items that you wanted. And then they had a dry erase marker or wet erase, some sort of erasable marker that as you're standing in line, you would check the ones you want. And then they would take your card, grab your stuff, ring you up, and you were out. I mean, the
Right.
line was long, but it moved pretty quickly.
Yeah. Having everything prepackaged was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the HQ event in 2014. It was a disaster. They didn't have anything prepackaged, and it was the biggest HQ event that they had at the time. I think they had one more after that. I don't know what they did on the last HQ event, but that one they didn't have anything prepackaged, and so they're going and picking everything and bringing it to you, and it just took forever.
Well, here you go. They're going to do events on the 5s and the 10s. Block party on the 5s and anniversary events on the 10s. That's what GSM times.
They are going to do events on the 5s and 10s. Oh, okay. So block parties on the 5 years and anniversaries on the 10 years. That makes sense. So a block party at the 25th and then another anniversary event on the 30th.
Okay. That'll work. Yeah.
We'll see. Is that 3 years from now?
So it'll be 3 years from now. They'll have a block party.
Oh, God.
All right. That's cool.
What do we left to do over there? Done the big stuff.
Buy a shirt.
Right?
Hey now.
Yeah,
There are a lot of high favorited caches that I know you two haven't gone and done.
Yes.
So
I'm going to put this out here one more time. If anyone lives in Seattle or is going to HQ, you get in touch with us, the Geocaching Podcast at gmail.com, and I will give you the things we want from the store. I will immediately
ooh.
Venmo or Zelle you the money back once you say that you've got it, and I'll even pay for shipping. I'll do all that. So, because I really would like a shirt, and I really like that gold one.
Yep.
And we
Or
can't
if anyone from HQ is listening, send us all a link. Those of us who went to HQ, send us a link. We'll pay shipping.
I'll pay shipping. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, guys. Next week, that gold triad. Next week, Chad. We're doing something a little different next week, Chad.
What are we doing?
We got we had a listener send us a bunch of questions for us to answer, which I liked. And so, guys, next week's show is geocaching Q&A discussion. So basically, Chad, okay, listeners, guys, do us a favor. If you have a question you want answered by your hosts or by the chat room or by people calling in, any kind of question geocaching related, you call us, you email us at thegeocachingpodcast@gmail.com. That's thegeocachingpodcast@gmail.com. And you ask the question. I will add it to the question queue. It should be fun though. It's geocaching Q&A discussion next week on the show, guys. So thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate it. Chat room was good. We had a great time at the event. It really was. Had a blast. Still trying to process it. I don't think we didn't even get a chance to process it because we got home.
Yeah. We got home at 12:30 last night. We finally got rolled in the door, went to bed for a couple hours, got up and went to work.
Went to work, and now I'm here. Came home, ate dinner, and I'm sitting in front of my computer.
Yeah.
So trying to process it.
Yeah. I still haven't gone through my pictures, and I still haven't logged everything. Still have quite a bit to catch up on.
So that's next week, geocaching Q&A discussion, guys. Send us your questions. We'd love to answer them. And everybody, you be good and be safe. So let's close this bad boy out here. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archive video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe to us. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified button to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our Patreon members. Please head on over to Patreon today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/thegeocachingpodcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocache Magazine, the Maxwell's Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Ardent Crafted, PathTags.com, Geocaching Adventures LLC, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week. We'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We'll talk to you guys next week. And we're clear. I do hear the fish tank.
Yeah, sorry about that. So the chat room is talking about the partnership attribute. So we opted to go to Pike Place Market instead of the Spaceflight Academy cache to get the partnership attribute because we got the one in Tennessee. Yes. So there are 4 in the U.S. There's the one in Tennessee, there's one in Minnesota, the one in Seattle, and then there's one in New Jersey. And it's right on the border. Where is that? Border of New Jersey or New York? Let's see. It's in.
20 gold. I already had it. Then I heard about it on the show. Said one was in Nashville. Looked and I already had it.
You didn't know. Oh, it's in New
I didn't
York.
know he even had it. That's funny.
That's so funny.
Is the partnership the handshaking one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The three of them are the Dinosaur Train. That was a series. There were a whole bunch of them originally. It was a series that was put out in partnership with PBS for the kids show Dinosaur Train. So there's 3 of those left, and then there's the one that's at the Space Museum in Seattle, Museum of Flight.
Okay.
So a lot of people went and did this trip, but you have to go. There's an adventure lab. It's actually an adventure lab that walks you through the exhibit, and then the cache is the bonus to the adventure. So you have to go through the exhibit at the museum. So that was one option for us to do if we had some extra time, but we opted to go downtown and go to the market.
Yeah, I went to the market. Obviously, that's a
that was
staple.
Especially because we already had that attribute.
Yeah, that's
Because I need that and lost and found. Those are the only 2 attributes I don't have.
Can you even get a lost and found anymore?
I don't
anymore.
Think you can.
I don't think you can either. I don't know if that's possible anymore. I think I need the team. There's a partnership. Isn't there a team one too?
The teamwork required?
Teamwork required. And I've got 67 of those. So
I have 69 out of 70 attributes. I don't have the lost and found, but I actually have 70 because I have the cactus.
Cactus.
I don't have the cactus. So I got 68 out of 70, and then 41 out of 41 of the negatives.
Right. I have 41 there as well. The partnership is the handshake one.
Yeah.
What's when was the lost and found one? Wasn't that the
that was when they were hosting the lost and found events. 10-10-10 I think was the last lost and found event, and I joined like 3 or 4 days after it.
Got that. How do I find out
if you have what? The lost and found?
Go to my profile.
I'll tell you. I'm right here on. Let me bring you up
statistics.
here.
Let's see if I can beat you to it. Statistics.
You're using all our internet.
I am.
Yeah, it's not loading. Let's see. You have attributes. You do not have lost and found.
Really? I was 10-10-10.
No, lost and found. I don't think it was 10.
I thought
it wasn't in.
I thought that was a 10-10-10 event or something.
I don't remember. I used to know. I don't remember anymore. I used to know exactly where that one was from.
No, I don't remember.
I think that was the icon. Like that was an event type. It was a lost and found event.
Yeah, I had that. That wasn't that the 10-10-10
Yeah,
one?
but this is an attribute. This is the lost and found attribute.
How would you get a lost and found attribute?
I can't remember. Someone in the chat room needs to know.
Someone's got it. How'd you get it? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't get it anymore.
You'll never get it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to know.
You need an old schooler.
Right.
Who's got it?
Yeah, so you have, let's see, Groundspeak Lost and Found. You do have one of those, Scott. That's the event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
But not an attribute. But I got the event.
Right.
So that basically one we'll never get.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have the cactus one.
We do have the cactus, which isn't even listed on Project GC.
Yeah, I've got a lost and found event because one of the things that they brought back temporarily qualified for the lost and found. I forget what it was. It was something like the GC need or something like that.
I think they took it away again though. Did they?
But then they
it's got to be the 20th event because I have it too. I have the Groundspeak Lost and Found.
Oh, it must be the 20th.
That's got to be the 20th then because I have one.
Yeah.
I have I don't have that. I have a
Okay, so hold on. There's the lost and found events that they then converted into the community celebration events
Right.
because I have 7 of those. And
Right.
then I have a groundspeak lost and found, and I have 1 of those, so that has to be the 20th event.
No, because I have the geocaching HQ celebration.
I don't.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking on the website. I'm looking at
On Project GC or
I'm
on your
looking on
profile?
Project GC.
no my profile. I'm looking at my profile.
Okay, so they call them different things depending on if you're looking at your
That's-
profile
looking at my profile.
or Project GC.
Yeah, I was looking on Project GC.
Right. Project GC calls it a lost and found event and Groundspeak lost and found because that's what they originally were. And then on your profile, it calls them a geocaching HQ celebration. That's the Groundspeak lost and found. And then a community celebration event. That's the lost and found event.
Right. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. But I'm digging that Project Ape Cache icon.
Right? I haven't
Digging
logged
that-
mine yet. But
digging that
showing
one.
up yet.
I like the
Digging
number.
it.
I like the number 2 that's beside mine.
Your ape. Yeah.
I'm happy with one. I'm digging the geocaching HQ one. That's a new one.
Yep. I haven't logged that one yet.
Yep, I'm digging that.
So I had that. So
I'm liking those. I think now I have everything. What don't I have?
You don't have the attribute.
No, I'm talking about for
For events.
icons. I think I might have every icon now.
Which site shows you all of the possibles and then which ones you have? I can't remember.
I think I might have them all now. Because the only thing that I was missing was a location list, and I got 3 of them.
And they brought those back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to log the 3rd one still.
I think I might have. Oh my goodness, I might have all of them.
I think I have all of them.
I think doesn't geocaching have it? What are the icon types?
No, icons are attributes. Oh yeah.
Icons.
On the help they should have it, right?
Let's see. Traditional Letterbox hybrid event. Got it. Geocaching HQ geocache. Oh, wait. I guess I have that. I got the maze. I got a lab. I got the celebration. Oh, I don't have a block party. I don't have a block party. See, we got to go back, Jess. I don't have a block party.
We have to go to the block party.
I don't have a block party.
Yeah, I've
Got a virtual, got a webcam, got an ape, got a location list. Oh my God, block party's all I'm missing. Wow.
So I got them all then.
Wow. Yeah, I got to go back for a block party. Damn it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm ending this. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Let's Saturday. Chad, what are you doing Saturday?
Saturday, probably nothing.
It's calling. You don't need that.
I need this to solve puzzles.
Chad, it's calling us.
I agree.
The palace is calling us, Chad.
I agree.
Jesse,
Mm-hmm.
is the palace calling?
I think we need to finish the palace. Oh,
The
look
palace.
at Roxy over your shoulder.
Oh, hi, baby.
I agree, but I might be there with verbal support and pointing things out because I don't think I'll be able to write much and,
not
and
writing?
definitely not typing stuff into a spreadsheet.
We got to lock it in, though, Saturday night, guys. We're going to finish the Palace of Destiny. How about that? Oh, wait, this is already closed. I have to put it. This show's already off. I have to put this on social because we're not beaming it out to the world. Well, okay, we are going to do it on Saturday, guys. The Palace of Destiny. I'll put it on social media.
Sounds good.
I'll blast it. Okay, guys. Everybody be well. Be safe. We'll talk to you guys on Saturday.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.